self-centered and full of themselves and only think about themselves. They don't think about the poor anymore. They don't think about the needy people. Everything is about themselves. They organize the budget for themselves. They do the economy for themselves. The education for themselves. You are about to be destroyed. And I always hear people say, war will not come back, war will not come back. That's a lie, that's a deception. Because the very thing that brought the war happening, marginalization, nepotism, incompetence, tribulation, social injustice, corruption, we're losing social trust. Because you know what? We don't even know the people who said it in Gorbachev and Red Light and Omega, in Kuala Market, around the country. We don't feel their pain. We don't know what they go through anymore. Country boy, you representative from my country, you not forget what the people went through. You not forget what it means to walk from here almost 15 getting to school every day. Because you air conditioned car. You don't forget what it means when you come from school. You got to pack, you go to that business, then you go on the farm, then you work in the evening before you all go. You can't be destroyed. It might not be now. It takes 10, 15 years to lay a wall that will crack. When the people get water anymore, then they vent out their anger. Every society that was destroyed them. They lost their social cohesion because they're not thinking about others anymore. Like I said, this is when people become too interested in themselves. So God, through Moses telling, he said, remember, when you enter the land, you must remember it is the Lord your God that gave you this strength to get wealth. Nobody will bother me. You know how I got my education. You know how I get my job. You nobody help me. Don't tell me what to do with my money. You're losing touch with reality. I do with my money what I want to do. Moses is telling them this is what is going to happen. It's not the comforted that wealth will be a real problem. Because you're not interested in what happening to people anymore. And then see what happened. See what happened. When that happens, when the society loses its social cohesion, the people lose their ability to win battles and begin to lose their battle to people who have little or no affluence, but they got purpose-driven life. So when you reach to a place, even company, that's why I always say we shouldn't get complacent. Every time you win a battle, prepare for the next one. The reason why rich company, they will say, why the company rich? Then they fall. People don't learn from history. You become a big company. You say, oh, that like real richest company, that like real richest millionaire, you mean you coming for. It happened to a lot of people to go back off their company, they take everything. Because when you become rich, the thing that made you to get rich, you are doing to get rich, you start doing it. You think, I'm already arrived. I'm already rich. If you used to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning and go to work up to 12, you're not going again, get late now. So you're not thinking again. You get using what you already have. So you lose touch with reality. That's what happened with every major successful company. The thing you kept doing to reach where you are, you stop doing it. Now, as a result, you start losing your battle to people who got no influence or no riches or nothing, but they got a purpose-driven life. And that's the same thing that is happening to church people. God is saying to you, I don't have a problem with making you rich, but there are some attitudes you got to make adjustment. Because you know what some riches can do to you? It can drive you out of the church. Sometimes you're praying for blessing, the other God is not giving it to you. At the time, it's not that he doesn't want to. No father wants to deny the child the blessing. But check yourself. You got some attitudes hidden in you that God can deal with. A friend of mine was sharing with me this phone. Some years ago, they had this trip to start to go to the States, group of pastors for conference. And the other pastors who went, when they were going, after they went, they denied all that they had the embassy. Then when they were coming outside, the pastor friend was complaining, oh God, I told you, said you let me go to America, I will build 10 churches for you, then you make it an go. So my friend can get 30 with Joe. He called me from the embassy, they can't pay anything. He said, man of God, God said no, the man was lying. He said to build one church, said that small thing. They tell you, God, get to go and America. One time you come back, you feel tempted. So you see, and sometimes that what we can do, God, if you give me the opportunity, God said, you don't know what you're talking about. My brother, that day you're talking about, the first day I saw JFK International Airport to be friends, I said to hell with like, bro, what people living over there for? So in your human mind, sometimes the way you can say, I said, look, they can't even get rid of that country. I'm talking about the airport, just the airport. Rather to go to my gate, we had to use GPS. In the airport to go to your gate where you come in. GPS. Just like a city by itself. So that I think, by the time you arrive over there, you say, remember, I'll be sending your money out to the church. So sometimes we don't know. Affluence, God attitude. Oh God, when you get me this, God, when you allow me. Because the thing about affluence is you're not disciplined. When you get here, you don't want to come here anymore. That's why those who are got wealth without God, they become corrupt. They're not disciplined. But Paul will say, I learned to live in lack and in abundance. That's why some days I will take motorbike, I will go out, and friends will say, oh, why your car? I said, man, I will not go with car. It doesn't move me. It doesn't scratch me. It can't even shake me. Because it got attitude. That's the reason why some people, they get their government job, they did disgrace, they smoke cash, and they die. That's affluence. But that man was poor before. Oh my God, you never die in your poverty, then you let riches kill you. That's what Moses wanted the people for. Don't forget that God gave you the strength to get wealth. So that he may establish his covenant, his swore with his father, with your fathers, and it is this days. So Moses is warning this new generation about the threat of affluence to their existence and survival. So affluence is man's greatest threat. Why you think there's so much hate and violence in the richest society? Take for America. Because people have lost social cohesion. Everything is about self. The men so self-centered they can do anything with money. I mean for money. They live there, they don't care about the next door neighbor. Remember the people's society, especially in the wealthier community. Oh, I bless God. I have some great times in America when I go there. But the last place I stayed, man, 12 PS roads. In fact, they call it 55 and over community. People below 55 can live there. People who are working, they not make their money, they establish. You see the people long in our yard in the morning. People who can come to clean the place and clean the yard and mow the grass. I didn't see them one day. They don't got nothing to do with you to come when they're ready to clean the road in the place inside. We go for lunch or somewhere when we can't finish cleaning the house. So when I went there, they had to introduce me to the community leaders. This is our guest. You will be here for so and so time. Then the swimming pool, the gym, and all the things you got passed to go and use it. But this is the point why I want to drive out for the affluence. One day, one of my friends came to pick me up for classmate after to go for lunch. He entered the community, he's scared. Because even you park your car over there, the people want to know who came in that community. They'll call police. So the husband said, no, I sent for you, no problem. And then there's a specific place to park the car, he didn't do it. So when he came to pick me up, I had to say, hurry, let's go. You, oh my God. The point is, everybody is so self-centered and protecting their wealth. So now you go to the pool side, you get swim, you walk from there, nobody speak to you, you don't speak to nobody. That wealthy community. Everybody goes, hi. No social cohesion. Oh my God, I love Liberia. That's why I can get one. Get my share or tell you what the few days you call. He said, Mama, I got no friends here. Please tell my friend they ain't Liberia high. I miss them. I go to school, just speak to nobody. So I'm lonely. So when I go to school, only my Chromebook or computer, my computer myself can communicate. I put my